Alright. Are we live? Yes, we are. Hey. Sorry, I was a bit late there, guys. Couple of minutes late. It is what it is. Hopefully, you guys can hear me and see the background. And then we should be ready to rock and roll. Super cool. Let's get it on, baby. Wow, that is very strange. I don't know what is going on with this damn... I don't know what is going on with this damn intro. But what's up, everybody? Welcome to Papa G's house episode. I don't know what it is, but I'm actually, I don't know. Just need to see. Everything's a little bit strange. I'm feeling a little uneasy. What is going on? Tell me if you guys can hear me. You can see me. If everything's okay, because everything seems to be a little weird on my side here. So I'm just gonna wait for someone to hit me in the comments to tell me that everything's okay, and then we can start the show off properly. Because there was some strange shit happening right now on my software on this side of the world. So how's it going, everybody? I'm just checking out the chat to see if anybody's here. I see Pajama Planet has entered the room and is saying link your channel, boy, and Kris saying what's up, guys. So that it seems the chat is working and everything is fine. So yeah, I just want to see if you guys can hear me, or I do want to see. So let's try that again. That's where we're going. Again, can you believe it? Every single time. Back in your lives, in your ears, and in your face. Welcome to episode 54 of Papa G's house. We are back in action. But it feels, I'm loving the fact that we've got frequency. The frequency is amazing. I love the fact that I saw you on Monday. I saw you on Friday last week. I saw you last week Wednesday, and I saw you last week Monday. Amazing. Yay back. Sorry guys, my bad. You know, it's all this technical shit on this side that has really pissed me off. But we back in action. We back in action. Thank you, Satan's Son. Thank you, Sash Northley. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Papa G's house. You guys are legends. It's been an eventful day. It's been an eventful day for sure. What happened to me was horrific. As you know, I celebrated my 5-year date-anniversary with my lovely other half, and we sat. We had a couple of glasses of wine, couple of whiskeys. So I ended up having a bit of a fat head this morning, and I had to go to the dentist. So I had to rush to the dentist. I was a bit hungover, and I didn't have anything to eat, and I got injected 6 times. Dude, and I've never had great experience with dentists. I had my wisdoms out in 2016. They had to, they couldn't just pull the tooth because it was cut in half, and half the root was impacted into my jaw. And if they had pulled it out, I could have lost feeling on the side of my face. So it's my mouth situation has never been great. And as you know, last week I got 1 tooth replaced in the front here. But my God, I got injected and drilled into submission today. And I got injected 6 times. And they didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. I don't know. I think it was maybe because I was a bit hungover. And I didn't have any food. So it just went straight through me or something. And I felt every single poke, every single drill, every single wedge. So it's been a rough day. I've got a sore jaw. So I've got a sore jaw. But I'm so excited. Episode 54, Papa G's house. We got Kris Xenopoulos, guys. Vulvodynia, Technopath, Xavleg. Just someone who is so active musically. And I can imagine this situation that we're currently living in is super shitty for him, especially because he's a touring musician. He's an artist. He's a very successful touring musician, and an incredible guitar player. And he's also surrounded with fantastic guitar players like his fellow bandmates and guys like Luandile Prusent and guys like Thomas Hughes, and guys like and Greg van Kerkhoff and all those dudes. So it's going to be super cool to chat to him and listen. I'm going to go in deep. I'm going to ask this guy everything. I'm going to ask him about his journey because I knew about Vulvodynia long time ago, but I'd never seen them play live. So they did a really good job in getting themselves a good big name and stuff. So I'm super excited to be chatting to him tonight. But how are you all doing? It's good to see you. I know it was only Monday since we last saw each other, but the great thing is the reason I had slowed my shows down is because there wasn't really anything to talk about other than COVID-19 and the coronavirus and all that other bullshit. So now that things are happening and people are getting out there doing their thing, it's really cool to be back in action because I feel like I'm not short of content. And it's just one of the best things ever. And I'm looking forward to keeping up this pace. At the same token, From the Corner podcast has now, in light of the busyness, because obviously Jared and Daniel also need to be involved fully in the From the Corner stuff. So From the Corner has now moved over to its own page. It's moved over to its own YouTube channel. So if you guys are sports fans, MMA, rugby, football, basketball, NFL, I'm going to be talking about all the sports now. Now that I've got my own channel to focus on that, along with Granny J and Danny Boy. So, fuck yeah, I'm super stoked. Papa G's house is about the music, From the Corner is about the sport. I can do the best of both worlds. But I still love you guys for being in here. And at the same token, please, if you're interested in sports, there's a lot of banter over at From the Corner. So go smash a subscribe on the From Corner YouTube page. Go like the From the Corner Facebook page. And then we're good to go. But I think it's time. I think I haven't even had a sip of my drink yet. So I think we should get into the thick of things with Mr. Kris Zen. So let's see if you can hear me. You can just give me a hand gesture or whatever. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome Mr. Kris Xenopoulos of Vulvodynia, Xavleg, Technopath, and so many good things. How are you, my friend?
I'm very good. Can you hear me? Is this working?
I can hear you perfectly. It's good to see you.
Okay, wonderful. You too. I can't actually see you. It would be cool if I could see you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Let me just sort that out quickly.
Cool, no problem.
I didn't click show video. There we go. You should be able to see me now. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let me know when you can.
Now I can. Great.
Okay, brilliant.
Wonderful. Fantastic.
Welcome, Kris. Thank you so much for joining the show. It's a good thing that we did a little bit of a test earlier, because it seems that we were having a little bit of demons before we started. But thank you so much for joining the show. Yeah. Here you are, loud and clear. Everybody can hear you. What's up, man?
Great. Yeah, not much. I'm just glad this is all working.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But listen. I'm gonna go straight to the first question, and something that's been burning me ever since I knew that we were going to be sitting together. Someone who's been touring so consistently over the last couple of years, and someone who's so active in different projects. How are you doing, man? Like, how's this treating you? This whole situation.
Well, it's definitely thrown a spanner in the works, I had plans for this year, and they were kind of cancelled. So since my plans were cancelled, I've had to make other plans. So right now, I'm actually recording a solo EP. Okay. I've invested this time into writing music. I'm writing new Vulvodynia stuff. We're writing new Xavleg stuff, new Technopath stuff as well. So it's just shifted from touring to writing, and now I'm like mixing, doing session work, teaching, doing anything I can, to kind of stay alive as a musician.
Yeah, because absolutely.
Yeah, this is what I do, and I'm not turning back now. So I'm just being a working musician,
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of talk about rescheduling tours and all that kind of stuff, and I can imagine, because you had an Australasian tour, right? That was booked for now, wasn't it?
We had an Asia tour and an American tour that we should have been on around about now.
Okay.
And both of those obviously could not happen.
Yeah.
But we are booking stuff for next year, and we even have a European tour booked for December already, but you don't know how things are really going to go with the state of the world right now. So we're just hoping. We're not slowing down. We're still booking stuff. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, but we can't just stop booking stuff. So we're just going to see what happens pretty much. But we do know there's a huge possibility of all these things not happening for a very long time. Yeah. But we're trying to just do what we can to keep going. So if it happens or not, we're still...
Yeah.
Well,
it's great. If you're recording new Vulvodynia stuff, you're recording new Xavleg stuff, Technopath as well. But you were recording today. That's awesome. I'm sure you're recording every day, even if it's just writing music.
For the last week, I've hit like this crazy burst of inspiration. And I've finished and recorded. So I've finished and recorded 3 songs, and I've finished writing a Vulvodynia song. But something just came over me like the last week. I don't know what it was. I just had like this epiphany of like a sound, and then I just started kind of writing in that sound. And then I was like, okay, I'm doing a solo EP, and I've already got artwork, already got guest features, already got so much crazy shit sorted in 1 week. I don't know how I've done this. Everything's
amazing, dude.
Coming together so quickly already. But yeah, it's I don't know, when things like this happen, you just have to go with them. So I'm just letting the music write itself at the moment. That's kind of how it feels. It's coming from like another place. I just sit down and I finish a song in almost a day usually.
Wow.
Fully recorded and everything. So yeah, I don't know what's happening, but it's good.
That's amazing, dude. And I'm sure there's a hell of a lot of people. I must pull this chat up, man, because I'm sure there's a hell of a lot of people that are pretty keen to hear that, are very excited to hear that. You know, in terms of like releases and stuff, is there anything that will you just release? Because I know you've just released. When did you release Mob Justice? It was not too long ago, right? Earlier this year.
It was last year.
Was it last year?
No, I think it was last year. Yeah, we had our album launch at Rumors in Joburg last year. So it must have been last year.
No, but what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, since in the current situation, would you take like a body of work and just release it, or is there, you would have to like work out of how you're going to get to be able to do a touring cycle with the album?
Yeah, so the thing is with Vulvodynia, we initially started as an internet band, and that still carries, you know. We have a large following on the internet, so it doesn't necessarily stop us completely. Yes, touring cycles are important. They're very important. With Psycho-Sadistic Design, we toured that album so much and it's done so well, so it shows that maybe that does work. But yeah, with my solo EP, I'm not planning on touring it anytime soon. I just wanted to release something that was different, and that I could release under my name. And it's completely different from everything. I guess the closest thing it's similar to is Technopath, but still it's not really. Like Technopath is this bubbly, fun, playful type of music. The music I'm making now is very kind of serious and emotional and piano based, actually.
Wow.
I've written everything pretty much on piano first. I'm not a piano player. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I am. And
it seems to be a trend lately, to be honest with you. It seems to be a trend, because I've got a buddy
you know,
that's done the same
laid
thing.
out so cool.
Yeah, it's quite very, very, very interesting that you say that. I mean, so you're just sitting there and you working to start off, because how long have you been playing piano? Are you a pianist?
I'm not a pianist in I can't play piano. I'm not a pianist. So
don't you wish you learned how to play the piano? Because that's something that I really wish that I learned properly.
I do. Yeah, same. I really wish I could play, because all these things in my head would be so much easier.
Yeah, 100%.
I kind of cheat though. I kind of like play the basic outline, and then I will like program stuff in and shift the notes around. Because I'm not trying to prove to anyone I'm a masterful piano player.
Well, you don't need to. You've proved to everybody you're a masterful guitarist. So sit down, piano. So it's all good. Hold my beer, piano. But yeah, so no, don't worry. We love to watch you play guitar, dude. So just carry on what you're doing. But I'm very intrigued to hear this piano inspired. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be you're going to include some guitar here and there.
Well, no, it's a guitar album, but it's very piano based. Like there's guitar on everything, but I basically recorded like no rhythm guitars. It's just piano and lead guitar, piano, bass, drums, ambient, weird, beautiful sounds.
Wow.
Violins here and there. Yeah, if I could explain it anyway, I guess if you've ever listened to anything like Pliny,
yes, I know Pliny.
With something like that mixed with like this dude Tigran Hamasyan. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he's this masterful jazz pianist who like takes influence from gent bands. So he's got like these gent rhythms, but it's like played from like a jazz approach, and it's very interesting. So I've taken influence from that. This is everything I've done so far has been really chilled and not metal at all. There is some elements that I've taken from metal that I like, but it's honestly more of a jazz fusion record than anything.
That's listen, I'm all ears, man. I'm loving that. Because you know, at the end of the day, you do have another side to you. You're not all metal, eh? You know?
Yeah.
You got the atmospheric and all that kind of side to you as well. Now, when did you decide I saw on your Instagram you said, okay, I've decided I'm doing a solo album. When did this all pop up?
Well, the thing is, it's been a goal of mine to do a solo album for a long time. But I had written songs in other kind of sounds, and I've just kind of been searching for my own voice, you know, when it comes to this whole solo thing, because I've already got many projects, and I definitely don't want it to sound like any of those. So yeah, this last week, after I hit that burst of inspiration, I was like, I know what I'm doing. It was like a complete epiphany type deal. So
yeah, I mean,
and it's really working out.
And so, I mean, I'm sure that also had to do with the fact that it was everything came to like a grinding halt at the same time, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've been in a really good headspace lately. I just moved into a new place, and I'm very happy here, and I'm surrounded by my friends, and I think it just kind of put me in the right mindset. I think I was very stuck for a while, like I didn't know what to do with myself, but like I think mindset is such a huge thing when writing music. You have to be in the right mindset, and that's why I'm kind of milking it while it's still here. I'm just trying to get this done while my mind is in this inspired state.
Space.
So
Well, dude, it's so nice to hear.
That,
I mean, especially under the circumstances that you're in such a good space, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's refreshing. I wasn't doing too well for majority of the lockdown, but now I feel like I'm in a good space. So it's super cool, and I'm naming the EP Flow State, which is it's basically
kind
like
of the mindset that you're currently in.
Yeah, it's basically just like, you know, doing something amazing without even trying. You're just in the right state of mind. Yes. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Yeah. And I'm a huge Alan Watts fan. I've even got him tattooed on my hand. I don't know if you know him. He's this guy.
Yeah. But explain, yeah.
So he's like a philosopher dude. But
bring it a little bit closer to the camera. Sick. Yeah, no, that's amazing, man. So has he got a third eye there?
I know. Yeah, so I learned how to meditate and like kind of just understand life a bit better by listening to his lectures on the internet. And he basically introduced me to a lot of these things like flow state and Wu Wei and Taoism and all of this stuff. It's kind of like ancient Eastern philosophy. And it's beautiful. I'm not a religious guy, and I don't follow these things like that, but I love the concepts, and I love deep shit. And it's super
for
cool.
Sure. Look, I watched. It's interesting. I really like to see this kind of side of you, because I recently watched an interview. And that's what really drove me to really want to chat to you. Is you were on tour somewhere, and you had, I think it was Germany or somewhere, and you had this interview with this German guy.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
I think you were wearing like a big yellow jersey or something to that effect.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought the way you spoke and the way you view things is very interesting, very different to what a lot of people may also, like you say, I've got tattoos. I mean, I like evil shit, but that doesn't mean I'm evil and all that kind of. I remember you getting into a whole thing about that. Do you remember that conversation you had with that dude?
Yeah, I know exactly.
And he kept on giving you the microphone, and you gave it back to him. It was an amazing interview. I wonder how many, how much traction that thing actually got, because I was from start to finish completely enthralled in what you were all about.
Well, thank you. That interview is my most viewed interview on the internet.
Well, I'm not so fucking surprised.
Yeah, it's cool that people want to see that. That's why I'm super down to do interviews and stuff like that. I like talking to people and letting people understand what I'm about, because I feel like when you're in such brutal bands, a lot of the time you need an explanation.
Yes.
You can't just be like, this is what I believe in. Like, this is totally like, listen to my song, I believe in this.
Exactly. Yeah.
We write songs about serial killers and stuff. It's like, I don't want people to think I want to kill people.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, so I guess it's cool for people to see what I'm really like, because a lot of people meet us and they're like, we thought you guys were going to be like really scary and stuff, but it's so refreshing to see you actually like just nice guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
don't you think that's so weird how that stereotype still like kind of sticks around though?
Yeah, well, you got to kind of understand you're making this crazy demonic sounding music. What do you expect people to think?
Yeah, no, for sure. But listen, I mean, that genre specifically has taken off, dude.
Yeah. Slam brutal
slam
death metal.
Walrus metal and fucking it's amazing. I just love it. And I just want to address a couple of things here quickly. There's 2 questions in the chat for you. I want to introduce the list. I mean, involve the listeners as well. I've got Pajama Planet, who said like half an hour before the show that he was the first person here. And then secondly, he goes, question for Kris: when inspiration writing hits, how do you not get distracted and actually sit down?
I don't know. An overwhelming amount of drive and motivation just takes over me. And it's where you like what you're doing is right. And you're so excited to show the world and so excited to get this out that you can't do anything else but think about it and work on it. That's how I feel right now. Like, literally, I was supposed to be doing other things today, but I was sitting with my guitar writing music. I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to be doing that today. I had other plans.
Were you playing your Ormsby, the custom, the one that you got given at NAMM?
Yep, this one.
Fuck, bro, that thing is amazing. What do you call it again? It's got a name.
It's called the Wasteland Genesis.
That's it.
So Perry Ormsby's super into like Mad Max and stuff. So I'm pretty sure this was probably inspired by that kind of vibe. But honestly, this is one of the best guitars I've ever played in my life. It's insane. Like, my other Ormsbys are like amazing and incredible, but they are like the production model guitars. So to actually like own one of Perry's hand-built customs is on another level. Sure. This guitar just sounds right. And it's all exotic wood.
Yeah.
It's like Tasmanian blackwood. The neck is Tasmanian blackwood. The
what are those inlays? What is the inspiration behind the inlays? Do you know?
I have no idea. It's awesome, though.
I love them. Yeah, I think they're great. But also, just a quick question is the pickups. What have you got in the what are the pups like? What are they?
So this is it's called a hot rock. Okay. And this is called a PVH. They're Ormsby pickups, custom Ormsby pickups. With all my Ormsby guitars, I've never thought like I should change these pickups. They make amazing pickups. I've never even I used to change pickups in my guitars all the time, and I've never played pickups that sound as good as Ormsby pickups.
Wow.
Especially the hot rock. It's just, it gents, it's got that like jang, jang, jang. Yeah. Actually, you should be able to hear my guitar. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, well, it gets slightly compressed, but you can kind of. Well, no, you actually can't.
Well, if you can't hear it, then it's cool.
No. That's
It
but
sounds amazing.
yeah, but I've obviously because I've seen you play it multiple times on. The funniest clip you playing it was when you just got it and you snapped a string. That was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
But that was great. But and also like I mean, there's so many questions I want to ask you. So I mean, I hope you don't mind.
Yeah,
I'm going to
sure.
keep you here for a little bit.
Go for it.
But I just wanted to know also what was it like interacting and jamming on the Abasi and talking to Tosin and stuff like that. How I mean, I want to know. Did you meet Ola England? I'm asking so many questions.
Yeah, so I have met Ola,
Okay.
and meeting Tosin is incredible. So I don't know where to start here. So
Just roll,
I've
bro.
been
Let's
to
go.
NAMM two years in a row now, and I've met Tosin 2 years in a row. Last year, I met him for the first time, and like it was kind of weird because I went to the booth and there was just a whole lot of people there, like surrounding the booth. There was crazy players playing the guitars, and then like I was like, "Hey, Tosin," and he was like, he was busy, and then he walked away. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to wait. And then I was like, hey, Tosin, could I try one of your guitars, please? Please. And then he was like, sure, whatever. He gave me a guitar, went and walked away. And then I started playing. And then he came back and he was like, oh, shit, I really like your playing. And then started changing all my patches for me. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
So
and,
you geeked out together, literally.
Yeah, he basically, he showed... Both years
he
in the
basically
row, he just shows me. Yeah, he basically just showed me all of his presets and patches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was blown away by each time he complimented my guitar playing, which was insane. I don't even know what to say to the guy. Like, he's such a huge inspiration to me. So I was just like, kind of just playing guitar, being quiet, and letting him just do his thing. It was just so surreal.
But that must have been
so
cool because I mean, there is a legit YouTube video of him saying, "Dude." Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
About your playing.
Yeah,
that must be, I mean, you must, underneath your camo jacket, you must have had some goosies going there, bro.
The thing is, I didn't hear him say that until I rewatched the video.
Because you were too busy focusing on not fucking up.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, when you play in front of Tosin, you don't want to fuck up. I did a couple times.
Well, it didn't show in the video. I mean, I think more people were more like amazed at the playing and his comments of the playing that just made the video. That's basic.
Yeah, I'm super stoked I got that on video. It makes me look really cool.
Yeah. So I got Mark Orvacher saying, basically, no, don't do that. But then I got another question for you from the chat, a channel named Making Memories. I heard that he got his inspiration from Jamaican fridge magnet band Time 7 or X7 for when it's coming to when it has to be then. I don't know, pronounce it. Say, what are your thoughts on that? I don't even know what that means. Sorry.
Sounds like drugs to me, pal.
Inspiration from a Jamaican fridge magnet band. I don't even know what that means. Didn't you do a meme, something to that effect? You may have done that in the past. I don't know.
No.
Yeah. Anyway.
No Jamaican fridge magnets in my life.
Oh, well, the same dude saying Tosin follows Kris too. So he knows what he's talking about. But yeah, okay, so just moving on to that. And how was your interaction with... so how was your interaction with the other artists at NAMM?
Crazy, you know. I've met like all my heroes. Like going to NAMM, like it's crazy. It's honestly so insane. I don't even know how to describe how insane it is. You're just in a room with like all the greatest guitar players ever. Yeah. And they're just there. And it actually becomes overwhelming after a while. Like there's so much noise and you're meeting so many people. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just have to go sit outside and be like, okay, I need to chill, need to calm down.
Yeah, you could, because you're kind of like fanboying at the same time, but you also kind of don't realize that other people are kind of like fanboying over you at the same time.
Well, I don't know. The thing is, when I'm there, like meeting my heroes is so surreal and crazy. And now that I look back at it, like, how did that even happen? How have I connected with these people? It's just so insane.
From hard work to dedication and passion.
Yeah, maybe.
Give yourself some credit there, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
you don't
life
get that good at guitar
weird.
for no reason.
Oh, thank you.
But anyway, I mean, I don't want to make this a ass kissing contest, but or not contest, or ass kissing parade of me kissing my ass the whole time. But so I just wanted to ask you also. So you know, it must have been an incredible experience. I mean, to become an Ormsby artist as well. I mean, that's nuts. I mean, you're talking about guys like you've got guys like Jared Dines, for instance, who's got like 2.5 million followers or whatever on YouTube, who Perry made a guitar specifically for him kind of vibe. I mean, you are in a group with some very, very talented people.
Yeah, one of the coolest things that happened while I was at NAMM with the Ormsby artists is Dino from Fear Factory is a good friend of mine now. We like have stayed together in the same house there because we get like an Ormsby house and all the artists stay there. Brian from the Browning is a very good friend of mine. He's also the A&R guy of Ormsby. And then there's dudes like Ando, who I love his music and we get on super well. He's like a thump lord, you know. Love that guy. And yeah, I went to Dino's house last year and seeing all like his Fear Factory like golden records or platinum, I don't know what they are. There's fancy records on his walls. And him letting me play all of his guitars was so crazy. But now Dino's like, he's such a big deal, but he's just such a sweet guy. And I just view him as a friend now. Cause like, you know, we hang out all the time when we're at NAMM and it's just so great. And like Rusty Cooley, he stays there as well.
Yeah.
Amazing, legendary shredder. So yeah, we all get on. The Ormsby crew is so awesome. Like I love everyone that's a part of the team. It's amazing.
Dude, that's so cool. I mean, you know, it's just one of the cool. I mean, my band opened for Fear Factory before I joined them, fuckers. But that's quite funny. Yeah, when they were down here, Ill System opened for Fear Factory, and I wasn't in the band yet. Bastards, but it's all good. But yeah, that's super cool. I mean, it's so weird for me, you know, talking, you know, it must be weird for you at the same time because, you know, I'm friends with Dino from Fear Factory. Meanwhile, 10 years ago, I was watching Roadrunner Records where he was like he was almost like one of the moving cogs in the whole system.
Yeah, Dino's a legend, you know? He's played on stage with Pantera and Dimebag and like, it's insane what Dino's done in his life. He's a legend, like literally such a, he's Dino. When we with Dino, it's like, we rock up to like the Seymour Duncan party and just walk to the door and they're like, oh, Dino, are these your friends? Okay, cool. Like, there's a huge line outside, but if you're with Dino, it doesn't matter.
Got Art Pereira in here saying, Dino, I accidentally knocked him over while he was on crutches when I met him. When they played in Cape Town. That's hilarious.
Dino's a legend. Seriously, he's a great guy. He's awesome.
Cool, man.
I love him.
But so tell me, You've got a performance this weekend, so what can we expect? Metal for Africa on Discord, of all places, which I'm so proud of them at the same time, and I'm also very happy that you've agreed to be a part of it and all that, because it's going to be a very interesting and new situation.
Yeah, so a huge reason I've actually got the streaming setup a bit more professional is for Winterfest, because I couldn't stream myself just looking like a phone with a shitty background, so I got this fancy light behind me. Hopefully that's cool enough. But I'm going to be playing a song from all my bands, and I'm going to try play a song off my solo project if I can nail it in time. So let's see what happens. I'm going to try my best.
Okay, so you're doing the full live stream vibe through to them. Okay, so you're not doing pre-recorded or anything like that.
No.
Rock and roll, man. That's awesome. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. And
I think the whole point of this is to be live, you know. So I'm going to play live.
No, for sure, 100%. I mean, I love it.
And people are. I'm only playing like 4 songs. For the reason being, I want to talk to people at the same time. If they got questions about the song I just played, or techniques I use, or anything, I want to be able to talk to people. So I'm just playing 4 songs, and I'm going to kind of talk.
Great. No, that's perfect. I think that's kind of what people would probably want out of you going forward. I think you are specifically one of the people that I would listen to on a podcast, like, you know, kind of doing your own thing with guitar, playing guitar at the same time, kind of like a South African's little Ola England kind of situation. But so
I'd love to do that. You know?
I mean, I think you would be onto something there. So take it or leave it. I just want to.
No, I'll take it.
I just also want to ask you is you've been moving about quite a lot. You Vulvodynia. Okay, let's focus on Vulvodynia for a second. You all started in Durban. That's my birthplace, bro.
Yeah.
So
I grew up there.
Okay.
So yeah, Durban is where I grew up.
Okay.
I lived there from when I was like 7 years old to maybe like 20, 21.
Okay.
And then I moved to Cape Town for a couple of years, and now I live here.
Here being
in Johannesburg. Yeah.
And being in such a good space, do you prefer Johannesburg to everything else?
Well, look, I love Cape Town's scenery and vibe. It's my favorite out of any place. But the fact that I'm right next door to my band and who are my best friends in the world, like I live on the same road basically as Kris van der Wald's studio.
Yeah.
And I live like right down the road from Luandile. So we see each other almost like every second day. And that it changes everything. Okay. It really does. So this is the best place for me right now. So awesome. I'm just here. But, like, getting back to Vulvodynia as a band. So basically the band started with Luke. We've been friends since we were kids, you know, like really young teenagers.
Yeah.
And we just bonded over music, and Luke and Duncan started the band as an internet project. Eventually they needed more members. I joined, and then it evolved into what it is now. But Luke grew up with me in Durban. We're Durban boys. And then Duncan moved there to Durban, and I used to pick Duncan up. He used to live in this really bad...
Where did he live? Yeah.
In a maid's room in Pinetown. And he was pretending to be a mechanic. So basically, he first initially moved to Pinetown. His girlfriend had a great job there. She was managing something. I can't remember. And then they got mugged on the streets. And she lost confidential information and all their money and all their, like, everything. She just had it all on her, unfortunately, at once. And... then Duncan she lost her job because the confidential information kind of was a deal breaker to the boss there. And then Duncan pretended to be a mechanic for a while just to make some money. And I was picking him up every weekend to make music with him. I was living in like Belito and he was like in Pinetown. So it was like an hour,
that's quite a far away
drive. Yeah, it was like an hour drive there, hour drive back. And I'd pick him up every weekend and drop him back off. And then eventually, like, I was like, Duncan, okay, you need to move next door to me. There's space. So I had just moved to Umhlanga, and there was like this house attached to my house, and it was for rent. And I was like, Duncan, I can't take you living in this place anymore. Let's just make music work. And you're going to move into the place next door to me, and we're going to do whatever it takes to pay the rent. But you can't live like this anymore. And that's when we just started brainstorming, starting band after band, we started a band called Novectomy, then we started a band called Vomit Cake, and then eventually we started Xavleg, and that kind of blew up. And that's been a huge part of our lives. It's done amazing things for us. But basically Vulvodynia and Xavleg both kind of started, we started just progressing in our music careers because we were taking it very seriously and we were trying our best to literally make it our lives, because I saw that, look, there's way more of a future in this music thing than you being a mechanic right now, Duncan. I'm trying to do the music thing, so let's just do it. Because I think that's a huge thing with people in a band.
You obviously
to
also
do it
saw
properly.
a lot in him.
Yes, I saw myself in him, because it was like the first time I found someone that was as dedicated to doing music as I was. Like, that's all they wanted to do. And that's always all I've ever wanted to do since I was like 11, is just make that my career and just do that. So yeah, it was just really, I could tell that he was in the same mindset as me, and that's when we were just forced to do it. And yeah, there's a lot of crazy rumors about Vulvodynia and how we have lots of money, and this started I don't know what people think of us, but it's very far from the truth. We never really had to put our own money into the band. The band built itself up. We invested the money back. We didn't pay ourselves for a very long time when it came to the band, because we were just trying to build this business, you know. But yeah, now eventually we are able to pay each other after tours and from merch and music. So that
you guys
helps a
sell
lot.
fucking duvet sets, bro. Come on.
Yeah, so that's Duncan's company. So
I think it's brilliant. What's a big cartel or something? Or something?
No, so it's called Crowd Kill Apparel.
Yes,
he does all this merch that no one else is doing, like flip-flops and bed sheets and all over print stuff. So he found a niche, and he's got all these bands on there, and it's doing very well, and it's awesome.
Fantastic.
So yeah,
I mean, sorry, where did I get that other word from? Sorry, what's that?
We got bed sets. That's
you got bed sets, dude. I mean, literally, I had such a laugh. I'm not going to name the band, but literally I had an interview on this. You could probably go check it back, where I had 3 members of a band, and this was during lockdown, where they all were separate in their own houses, blah, blah, blah. They were all wearing Vulvodynia t-shirts.
That's so sick.
Every single one of them in the interview was wearing actually, fucking shout out Human Nebula.
Oh, well, those are my boys. I used to live with those guys.
You lived in the house with Gareth and them.
Yeah. So I was living with Gareth, basically. Gareth and Marty have like a little house, and then there's another little house on the same property where Kyle, the guitarist, stays, and my other friend Steve and I was living there too.
I just thought it was so funny, and I was like, I don't think they kind of coordinated. Everybody wearing a velvet. I loved it. But that's cool, man.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Yeah, geez, I saw them live for the first time at Ramfest, and shit, they knocked.
No, they are so talented. If anyone doesn't know Human Nebula, you need to check them out. Kyle, first of all, musical genius.
Super fun to watch.
I feel
on
like
stage
people
as well.
don't know this about Kyle. He is a genius. Like, he's got the voice of an angel. Like, his singing voice, oh my God, and his songwriting ability and his mixing ability, insane. And then Tim, their lead guitar player, is like literally, like, I don't know many people that can play like that.
Carl, and Gareth on the show.
Yeah, and Gareth's also an amazing vocalist. So they've got like this powerhouse of a band. Yeah,
so good.
They're amazing.
They really are good, and I like the kind of the shots they're taking by like doing covers of like Justin Bieber and stuff like that.
I love that so much. That was so
brilliant.
Good.
Yeah,
I think they got a lot of hate for it, but obviously it's one of the most hated songs in the world.
No publicity is bad publicity. So yeah, it did. I thought it came out amazingly.
But it's so sick.
Woo! New Human Nebula, says Dave Devo. So I just wanted to, okay, cause so you Durban. Well, we fellow KZN boys. Hence, we've been going more than half an hour, and it doesn't feel like 5 minutes. But so I wanted to ask you. So Xavleg, and you've got Vulva. So I mean, it seems like you guys have a really tight knit group of people that you because sometimes Luke is not available for. I think he lives in the UK or something to that effect now.
Yeah.
Where sometimes he's not available, and then Luandile will play for Vulvodynia and full in.
Yeah.
And then
I'm going to say this now. We haven't announced it, but people need to know.
Okay.
So Luandile.
Whoa! Is this a first timer? Is this
this is the first time announcement.
Yeah. Brilliant.
So Luandile, we asked him to write with us for the new album, so he's fully in the band right now. Like he's third guitar player. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's amazing.
He's playing and writing for all my bands now. Like he's a musical genius, and
Asuka City. Follow him on.
Not to have him.
Yeah, follow him on Instagram. It is Asuka City, yeah.
Yeah. Follow him on Instagram.
100%. I mean, I love his videos, and shit, he actually posted something a couple of weeks ago where he did some vocal covers. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
People don't even know what's coming. I can't say anything.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm in. Okay, so I'm exposing you right now. I must be a fan. Shit, or I must do my homework. One of the two. But yeah, that's amazing. Dude.
He's an amazing vocalist, amazing guitar player. He's an amazing musician, and he's not obviously just a metal musician. He's a musician. He can play
100%. Well, I mean, look, I know that of all of you. Maybe I should have him on the show next. That'll be fun.
You should. You definitely should.
Consider it done. I just need to make contact with him, and we're all good. And then Technopath, dude. It's so hard. You know what? I said to my girlfriend, she goes, well, why is the name so long? And I'm not talking about Technopath now. I'm talking about Xavleg.
Yeah.
So just for my girlfriend, because I said it's every word means something, my love. And I said it's everything means something, and it's an X on one side and it's an X on the other side to bring it all together. Yeah. Because technically it's Avleg, but we call it Xavleg because okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I'm just pulling your chain, but being an OCD boy, but hit me with it.
No, it's like, you get all those hardcore bands that like will put an X before their name at the end to be even cooler. So we're like, it would be so funny if we even try to make this even longer somehow. So we just were like, fuck it, because it's like a meme, everything about that band is just a meme.
Sure. I mean, well, a very successful meme, my friend. What?
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
are we getting Gort? Is it Gort 2 coming up?
So Gore 2.0's come out. We're busy working on. I don't know if we've decided if it's the Veil of Moonlight EP or Gore 3.0. So, yeah.
Gore 2.5.
Watch out for that. Yeah, Gore 2.5.
Yeah. Geez, where were we even going with that? I can't remember what I
Technopath, Xavleg.
Oh yes, yeah. So you've got to hit me with it because we've got to get it on the podcast.
Oh, the full name.
That's it.
Okay, to everyone watching, I apologize in advance. We have the worst band name of all time.
You do.
So here we go. Yeah. I'm sorry if I offend anyone. I don't mean to. This is just the edgiest thing we could come up with, okay? So here we go.
Go.
It's called Acidic Vaginal Liquid Explosion Generated by Mass Amounts of Filthy Fecal Fisting and Sadistic Septic Syphilic Sodomy inside the infected maggot-infested womb of a molested nun dying under the roof of a burning church while the priest watches and ejaculates an immense perverse pleasure over his first fresh fetus. Yo, I nearly stumbled there. That was hectic.
I love the way I dig the way that you can just rattle it off. I mean, you've had to practice that, surely.
Yeah, it's my
like, "What does
party
it mean?"
trick.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's amazing. That's amazing. So the members of that current band, because I know Thomas plays drums in Vulvodynia, and then you've got another drummer
Yes.
in Xavleg.
Yeah. So basically, Xavleg started as me, Duncan, and Byron, who used to be Vulvodynia's producer and third guitarist. Who didn't play live with us. He didn't ever want to play live. And then eventually he was like, guys, you know what? I just want Xavleg to be my thing.
Yeah.
And he left Vulvodynia. But he's amazing.
Byron's incredible. Who's that? Byron? Oh, Byron wasn't that your ghostwriter? Like
he's not a ghostwriter. He just never wanted to play live.
Why?
So that was his thing. It's not his vibe.
Yeah,
he just doesn't want to.
Okay.
It's okay.
No, I'm just well. There we go. Perfect answer. I asked why. And
yeah.
He said, yeah, cool.
Yeah. And so then we have half the band of Xavleg is half of this band Stillbirth, which we've toured with Vulvodynia and become very great friends with. And then it was just like, okay, so now we've got two vocalists in Xavleg. We've got Lucas from Stillbirth and Duncan.
Okay.
And he does crazy like vocals. He does this one sound like, sounds like, we call it predator vocals. It sounds like this crackling growl where he like, it's so weird. Yeah, so if you want to hear that, check out the end of a song called, I think it's the end of Stranius Diabolica or Sentient Black Hole. I'm going to say both in case I've messed it up. But cool. He's got these crazy, like, it's like with a growl behind it, and it just sounds so crazy and alien.
Don't you think it's so crazy how these vocalists are able to manipulate their vocal cords in such a way to sound so evil?
Well, it's you know, it's an instrument at the end of the day. They're 100%. Just doing their part, and you need to practice and develop as a musician, and that's all they're doing. They're just trying to do the next cool thing. And like, I'm lucky enough to have some of the best vocalists ever. Like those guys, there's not many guys that can top those guys, you know. They're like, holy shit, they're good. But awesome. Yeah, so then there's Martin, also from Stillbirth, who plays drums, and then there's another Lucas who plays bass for Xavleg. So all from the band Stillbirth, which is a German slam band, and they just are. They've got a new album, and it's insane. So you should check that out.
Awesome, man. That's so cool.
Yeah,
listen,
Stillbirth
by the way,
is crazy good.
Guys in the chat, if you got any questions for Kris, we're going to wrap up soon. So get your questions. And I've even just seen Vulvodynia's popped in to the chat.
Oh, that's nice.
My pal. I don't know who it is, but he's obviously saying, what's up,
hey,
buddy?
Pals.
So just to wrap up, dude, thank you so much for joining the show. I'm super stoked to have you on. I've been meaning to chat to you for a long time. I do hope that we will get to chat to you again soon. But just a couple more minutes and we're ready to rock and roll. But I just wanted to find out from you. So you got Vulvodynia, Xavleg, and you got Technopath at the moment. How do you manage to split your time? I mean, I obviously know that you're a full-time musician and stuff, but how do you manage with obviously Xavleg and Vulvodynia are along the same kind of lines. I'm not going to say they're the same, because they're not. They are two different bands, but they're in that same kind of jam. Some Stillbirth, Gareth. Sorry, that's in the chat there. And then I think shout out from your boyfriend Luke. So I think Luke's in the chat.
Oh, shout out Luke. Love you, Luke.
So how do you manage to keep your time, or do you get like, oh, I'm feeling, you know, I'm going to play something less heavy today, and then that's when something comes about? How do you manage the mental work between the three bands?
You know, well, Vulvodynia has deadlines, so I have to write for that. Like, there's no choice. With my solo stuff, it's like I felt inspired now, and I'm writing that now. That just came about. With Technopath, that stuff takes so long to write.
Yeah.
So we constantly just coming back to it, and just because we're writing super crazy guitar stuff that's not easy at all. So it takes a while. And yeah, we try just come up with plans, and I try juggle it and make it work, but it's not easy. It's very hard. It's hard to keep it all up and keep all the deadlines happening and everything, but I'm trying my best, you know? So, yeah.
Well, I think so far you're doing a great job, man. And also, like, when we chatted earlier, I think you had a little bit of a laugh when I was like, yo, don't you want to just send me a link so I could just swipe up and, you know, people can just go check it out? And I was like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. So listen, if you don't mind doing me the favor, just when we connect again, you can show me how to do that shit, because I have no idea.
Sure.
Because my channel needs to grow as well. I'm sure my channel is actually going to grow a little bit now that you're on it. So that's awesome.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I could help in some sort of way.
Yeah, well, Kris, this has been so cool. I mean, I don't want to try and suck too much out of you. Let's have a break, and then we'll see you again soon, because I definitely want to sit down and have this conversation again.
No problem, anytime, man. Sure.
That's awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kris Xenopoulos of Vulvodynia, Xavleg, Technopath, and more. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, dude.
So thanks, guys. Follow me on Instagram at Kris Xen. Please, please, guys. And subscribe to me on YouTube. I have one of those. I got a YouTube channel.
I was actually going to say, is there any parting words you want to have for the fans, listeners, and Vulvodynia, Technopath, and Xavleg fans out there?
I'm just going to shout out some endorsements. Shout out Ormsby Guitars. Shout out Horizon Devices.
Oh, yes. That precision's looking pretty good, eh?
Yeah. Shout out. Here, we got one over here.
Oh.
They're amazing. And the Apex preamp.
Oh, wow.
Both cool.
Jeez, amazing.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think I said Ernie Ball. Shout out Swiss Picks. They're the best.
Yeah, let me see one of those pics. It looks like a little cheese little bits of cheese.
You wouldn't believe what I just did.
I
have like a huge packet of them, and I dropped them all over the floor, but they're these.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
They're great.
Where can you get those, actually? Can you order them online?
Yeah, just go find Swiss Picks on Facebook and send them a message, or any social media, really. Okay. And you'll be able to speak to Pete and order them. He's an amazing guy, and he makes amazing guitar picks.
I'm super interested.
They sound super bright.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I like as you can see, I got my 3150 behind me. I think those will work quite nicely with that.
Yeah, no, they're super bright, got a lot of attack. For metal, it's perfect. You want a very rigid, hard pick, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Amazing. Well, thank you so much, dude. I will catch up with you soon, Kris Xenopoulos. You're a very, very cool dude. It's been super cool, inspiring, and all the rest chatting to you. I wish you all the best for the rest of the year, dude. I'm sure it's not going to be easy, but let's catch up soon.
Thank you. Also, one more shout out. Shout out Neural DSP.
Yes, shout out Neural DSP. Oh, and check out they've got the Pliny pack, and they've got the don't they do the Fortin as well?
Archetype. Yeah, they do a lot of Fortin amps. The Cali is amazing. The Cali is incredible.
Fantastic, dude.
Yeah, they just released the Corey Wong.
Corey Wong of Wolfpack and Fearless Flyers.
Yeah.
Yes. No, fantastic,
he's amazing.
Dude. Also, while we're at there, I mean, we were talking about. Shit! I've lost my train of thought. Whatever, fuck it. But good to see you, dude. No Very cool, and we'll see you again.
Thank you so much. You too.
All right, man. Cheers, dude.
Great. Thank you so much for having me.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Later.
Sweet, man. That was awesome. That was Kris Xenopoulos of Vulvodynia, Technopath, Xavleg, and many more. He's going to have his solo album coming out soon. So very, very cool to chat to him. I mean, I've been meaning to chat to him for a very long time. Thanks, Mike Pocock, for being instrumental in that arrangement. And what a nice guy. Holy shit. What a seriously nice dude. So I look forward to chatting to him again soon. He's a seriously talented musician. So look out for all his stuff. Follow him at Kris Xen on Instagram, and then go check out all his projects, because seriously guys, if you haven't seen it, if you didn't know, now you know. So there we go. Let's check out this chat, y'all. Let's check out this motherfucking chat. It's been a while. It was quite a long discussion. What did I miss? Tosin follows Chris too. Basically, no. Okay, I see Mark's not digging my puns. Art Pereira, Dino, accidentally. Okay, so we dealt that. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining in the chat. You know what? It's been a long episode. I reckon we're gonna cut it at that. You know, at that, you can't get any better than that. Let's actually do one quick submission. I'm gonna do one, and then we can take it from there. What an inspiring fella, hey? Got Luandile is in the chat. Hey, so Luandile, how do you feel about getting together for a little chat, dude? I'd really dig to catch up with you. Really digged your vocal cover the other day. Well, I think it was about a couple of weeks ago. Very fucking cool, man. Pajama Plan says a lot of me has grown since Chris came on screen. What do you mean by that, sir? I know you're only joking. But let's quickly check the emails and see. We can do one submission for today. It was something that was slightly, obviously because we got M4A this weekend. You must remember to watch Chris this weekend on the Metal for Africa Winterfest. On Discord. It's metalforafrica.com/Discord to get in, and you're in. So you got no excuses there for sure. But wow, I feel so happy having chatted to Mr. Kris Xenopoulos. He's such he's a good spirit. He's a good spirit, but I hopefully can chat to him again soon. What's today? 29th of July. You've even named him. Oh, so here we go. Yeah, let's do this one. New. Jeez, I don't know. He always gives me so many choices. One that reminds me of Charlie for some reason. Okay, well, let's do this. One reaction quickly. Boom. One bad motherfucker! Oh. Yeah! I told you once, I told you twice, I even told you 1,000 times. You should stay away from guys like me. Who is this? Nevertheless, Vain. One bad motherfucker. Yeah, this is down my alley. I love the southern. I feel like I'm going down the south of America. Fuck yeah, Loandile, we on it, dude. I will DM you somehow. I'll DM you on Instagram. I'll follow you on Asuka City. Everybody follow Loandile. That's cool, dude. Let's do that. Let's fucking do that. Let's have another quick submission. That was too quick. I like that. Go follow Nevertheless Vain. One bad motherfucker. It's cool. That was actually, it's only got 892 views, and it was released 2 days ago. Beheading the Traitor. I'm assuming that's the first comment. Lyrics brought to you by Monster Energy. Brilliant. Mark says reminds me a bit of Bet Zephyr. I've never heard of that. So let's have a look. Bet Zephyr. I don't know what that is. What? The devil went down to the Holy Land. When they talk about the Holy Land, bro, that's fucking Texas, son, or somewhere down there in the south. Oh shit! Yes, it is. Fuck, that's cool. Sorry, Shiv. Damn, I'm late. No worries, man. You can always watch back, but thank you. Hit a subscribe. If you want to check out more fucking amazing music like this. Okay, first of all, got to really comment on the artwork and this video. It is sensational. Look at that, dude. Holy shit. That's amazing. I absolutely adore this. I mean, you know how much work must have gone into that. Holy crap. Let's go back to where we were. Oh, tape. Wow. I love this. Oh, man. Hit that subscribe. Oh, no, it's Streamhammer. It's a fucking... But I'll remember it. I'll remember it because that is rad. You know what? We'll finish on this submission. I'm going to show you a band that I have followed for many years, and they're no longer a band because the lead singer had a very, very horrific four-wheeler accident and has been left ill-healthed or left in ill health since. And it is super. His name is Dallas Taylor, and he used to be the lead singer of a band called Underoath. And I followed his band thereafter, which is a heavily southern influenced band called Maylene and the Sons of Disaster. And my favorite song ever of theirs is a song called Darkest of Kin, and it's off their second album called 2. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to play it out because we've been chatting for a long time. Love you guys. This is Maylene and Sons of Disaster. Amazing. So go check out Maylene and Sons of Disaster. That's amazing. Headbangers, ball vibes. Yeah, dude. Rory Towns. Amazing. You came in a bit late. I don't know if I see you earlier on, but thank you for joining. Hit a subscribe for a brother if you haven't already. Thank you guys. This has been awesome. I hope you all enjoyed the discussion with Kris Xenopoulos. He is seriously cool dude to chat to. I look forward to chatting to him again. But through this, we're chatting to Lwandile, and you know, who knows what'll happen next. So fantastic. But thank you guys for tuning in. This has been an awesome episode. This has been episode 54 with Kris Xenopoulos. Until then, we say peace. I don't wanna go anywhere else. I wanna go to Vulvodynia. Yeah, that's where we're going.